fucking turn off the AC. Hello, it's SpookyPooch. Let's get some more LifeProTips. Donating bone marrow is a free and exciting way to save a life. That sounds painful, though, isn't it? Oh, shit. Okay. No thanks. I heard about the story of an athlete that missing the championship has to give up his career. How bad is it? Oh, it's this guy. Forget what pro tip. Oh, I think fucking whatever. Before buying any home/small office printer, compare the cost of consumables, toner, ink first. Some printers cost up to 30% more to run than competitors in the same printer price range. Haha, okay. If you're paid bi-weekly, that means twice a month. Should be bi-monthly. It's a weird English language thing. Twice a year, you will collect 3 paychecks in 1 month. Okay. Good job. Look for teachers' resources the next time you need to understand a complex idea that you know nothing about. It is like Explain Like I'm 5 by people who know what they're talking about. Okay, cool. Someone continuously calling you the wrong name. We'll just be like, okay. How do you nicely correct someone who has been calling you the wrong name for a while now despite hearing others say it correctly? Maybe I should start answering some of these. You just gotta be like, if your name's Jared and they call you Gerald, I don't fucking know. Whatever, they call you the wrong name, just be like, by the way, it's actually this. Like, just come out and say it. Like, it's not always the what you say, it can be the way you say it. Like, you can say, get out of here. Or you can be like, get out of here. You know, there's obviously 2 severe different meanings there, even though it's the same exact phrase. So you just gotta be friendly and, you know, like, even laugh after it, you know? When in doubt, just fucking laugh. Except when, life pro tip from SpookyPooch here, if you can't hear someone, don't just, like, nod and laugh. Oh my god. You have the most punchable face when you do that. Anyone who does that. Nobody likes it done to them. So don't do it. I've had stroke victims that couldn't speak very well English anymore. And just people with very thick accents who didn't have much of a grasp on English. And the thing is, I'd be like, I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? Like, they'd have to repeat, like, even up to 4 times. Which, alternatively, life pro tip, if someone isn't understanding you, then just describe it in a different way, or gesture, or something. I hate when you can't understand someone, so they keep saying the same exact phrase over and over again. If you have a thick accent, and you're like, oh, I can't fucking do an accent right now, I don't know. But if they're like, I have a car, do they say cat, or car, or card? So I'll be like, cat like the animal, or card, and I'll hold up my hand, you know, like holding a card, or like a car, automobile. Like, there's ways around it that you can figure it out instead of all this miscommunication bullshit. It's a lot better. People appreciate it a lot more when you try to figure out what they're saying, because it means you actually care, as opposed to smile and nod, laugh. Ooh, I hate it. Ooh. If you're going on vacation, bring an HDMI cable so you can watch your own movies and shows on the TV at your hotel. That's nice. Yeah. That's a good idea. I mean, I don't mind just watching on the laptop. But I mean, yeah. I do it at home. We have the HDMI hooked up to the TV, so I watch YouTube. If you need to open a phone's SIM tray and you don't have the opener, you can use an earring. The doctors in the emergency room are trained to work in emergent, life-saving situations. Yeah, so, as I've heard from some doctor friends, there's some people who go into the ER because they have a hangnail. You need to learn how to prioritize your life if that happens. If teaching a kid to ride a bike, needed, consider a balance bike or remove the pedals. You okay? If you're faking a call to get out of a situation, reject the call initially to make it more authentic. Yep. Okay. SpookyPooch is gonna be a bad poochie for a second. I'm not really into lying, but I do like lying to liars. If they start lying to me first, then fuck them. I will lie back to you. Well, them. So, yeah, this is some good advice because you're busy. You're busy with something, so you're not going to be readily available to pick up a phone. Oh, fuck, my landlord just mowed over something loud. Ugh. Another life pro tip is that when something goes wrong with your car, or your parents' car if you're a kid, I guess, take a picture of it. Like if the tire blows out, take a picture of it, save it, and then the next time you want to flake out of something, you can just text the picture and be like, tire blew out. I've never done this. I've had the ability to, because I have had many tire blowouts in my days. But no, when I hate people, I don't hang out with them, so I don't have this problem. Ooh, life pro tip, be a white male. Who hurt you? Who hurt you? Sorry if I'm screaming. Life pro tip, find the people in life that you want to connect with you, comma, don't waste your time with the people that won't. That is what I pretty much just said in the previous one. Life is pretty short. Once you become an adult, life goes by way quick because you're not wasting away studying crap that won't help you survive at all. I don't like school, it was worthless. So anyway, yeah. It's awkward. You can ghost out on people, you know, where you like start to fade out. I think it's also called gray rock phrase. I have done that to people because they did not care to improve themselves when I confronted them politely. And so it's just like, alright, bye! And there's some people who are against ghosting / gray rocking because they're like, how dare you? You owe them an explanation. Sit them down and explain. Hello! You must have had a, like, super pampered life if you've never had someone who basically physically attacks you for confronting them and essentially breaking up with them in a platonic manner. There are a lot of people who have bruised egos and they will try to fuck you over. So ghosting and gray rocking is a very, very intelligent and peaceful way to just fade out of each other's lives. Oh my god. Like, in a perfect world, we could sit people down and be like, hey, I don't like that you just are very crappy and blah blah blah. I've done that with an ex-friend, and he ended up coming over to my house in the middle of the night, trespassing, and keying some cars on the property. So yeah, I'm a fan of ghosting and gray rocking. It's a lot safer and a lot less paperwork and shit. So, so life pro tip, ghost out. Ghosts are cool. SpookyPooch loves fucking spooky things. You just ghost out. Oh, yeah, we already did that. Okay, well, anyway, yeah. Just, a lot of family sucks, and a lot of people feel obligated to have to visit them for holidays and stuff, but if you only see them for like an hour on Christmas, don't feel bad. You still saw them. And if they're that shitty, just break up with them. Like I did. Really amazing. Like, the amount of tension that just left the air after I stopped speaking to my family. Really good, delectable. Okay, so anyway. Blah blah blah, I don't care about that one, doesn't seem fine. Probably all read it. Just because you succeeded doesn't mean it was a good idea, and vice versa. So is this like no harm, no foul kind of stuff? The point is whether you succeed or failed. If you need to examine your actions and the outcome and understand what happened and why, instead of evaluating things solely based on the outcome, you should also look at other people in similar situations if possible to better understand the circumstances. Just because it worked out for you doesn't mean that's how it works for everybody. Oh, okay. God, can I think of an example right now? No, I can't. Maybe I'll think of one later. Always confirm the name of a customer service rep you're talking to. Oh, fuck yeah, let's go back here. Like how people are like, no, you need to sit down and talk to them about why you're not going to be their friend anymore. No, a lot of people are psycho. A lot of people. They're very unstable. Their ego will bruise. They will try to kill you, if anything. I have had people do that where they're like, oh, well, if I can't be your friend, then you can't have any friends. And, and an ex-boyfriend that was fucking insane. Still is insane, and now he has children, and I can't do anything about it because I just look like a scorned ex, and there's no proof. That's another thing, people. Just because I had an abusive boyfriend, I've had people yell at me where they're like, you need to report to child services because of that. There's no proof. The cops I reported it to did not care. Fucking sucks. And the thing is, he has a wife now. It's up to her to protect her children. I've already tried to intervene and save her before she got married to him and before she shit out kids for him, and I got fucking slaughtered for it. So, yeah. In a perfect world, you know? But no. But at least at least he has boys. He doesn't have girls. He tried to win me back once by saying he wanted a daughter. Not a child. He specifically wanted a daughter. Fucking weird. And he was a very messed up guy. I mentioned it in another video, but he pretended to have multiple personalities for 4 to 5 years, and I was a teenager, and I was fucking scared. He'd always try to kill himself whenever I broke up with him. He'd cut himself, he'd try to take pills if I ever tried to leave him. He would do it just to get whatever he wanted because he knew I was scared, because I knew there were a lot of innocent people in jail for shit they didn't do, and he even told me he would set up his suicide to look like I killed him. That way I would spend the rest of my days in jail. He was fucking insane. And I told his girlfriend, now wife, now mother of his children, about it in huge detail. She didn't believe me. Pretty sure she's regretting it now, cause the honeymoon phase is well over. Oh gosh. Ask questions, I'll fucking make another video about it. I don't fucking care. Jesus Christ. It's fucking insane how someone who you think loves you is absolutely batshit. And he would have killed me if I didn't hide. Anyway, so we're moving on. Always confirm the name of the customer service rep you're talking to. This signals that you're holding them personally responsible for handling your requests, and if something goes wrong, they'll be the one who gets blamed. Yeah, that's pretty good. I agree. Ooh, so long-winded ranty. When on vacation or at an event, don't fall into the trap of taking too many pictures, spending the whole time only looking at the screen. Yeah, there's a lot of people who do this. I personally have a bad memory, so I take pictures and video, but I'm still there. So I mean, if you're gonna do it, just kinda have your phone up, taking pictures and shit, but still be kinda like looking away from your phone. Yeah, that's pretty good. Leave bags in the bottom of your trash bin, so when you empty your bag, the next bag will be there. No, do not do this, ever. It's not that hard to go right into the closet and grab another bag. The problem is that some trash will puncture the, bag, and then that leaves all of the nasty liquid garbage gunk getting all over the next bag. Never do this. That is the worst. Actually, let's see if someone calls them out on it. Oh, there you go! What if the bag leaks? I don't put liquids in trash bags. Well, a lot of people do. Not that you, like, dump cups of water in there, but, you know, it's sitting there for, like, what, a week, usually? A few days, even just the day. It's all gonna drain down. It's gonna be nasty. When you have to remember a number in English, say 0 to yourself as if Z and 7 and Sev. Is this for, bilingual people? Studies show that Chinese speakers can remember longer strings of numbers on average than English speakers. Why? Because short-term memory uses your internal auditory cache, and Chinese digits are all one syllable. Well, 6 Lu is 1.5-ish syllables, but that's still short. The worst offenders in English are 0 and 7. Saying these to yourself takes too much time. I don't really care. When complimenting someone else, don't insult yourself. There's no pray tell. Okay, well I guess they just mean, ah, your hair looks amazing, mine's very stringy. Mine isn't, but, you know, I was looking at myself, so I saw my hair. Or something. I mean, whatever. Sure. If you don't have any friends to play video games with, GameMatch.gg is a place where you can find them. They just launched. Okay, that's a bill. Plug. There you go. When in doubt, stick with integrity. Hey, that's what I do. Let's see if they pray tell a bit. Oh, it is just a motivational fucking shit. Thank you so much. Using VLC or any other video player, try watching movies in black and white. Just adjust the brightness and contrast. It adds another light to the movies. Okay, maybe like your favorite movie just for fun. Don't have a shredder, but do have a cat? Toss out mail or items containing personal info in the same bag as your dirty cat litter. Shake it up good. Hey, I've done this! I've done this! Ooh, 'cause it gets so nasty. Yeah, for real. I've actually used a blender at one point. And the fireplace, but I mean, yeah. If you can't sing, learn one karaoke song really well. Yeah. It's like back in the old days where people would learn, they'd rehearse like some Latin and stuff and they just regurgitate it because it would make them seem like really smart scholars. Hey! Fake it till you make it is apparently a thing since the dawn of time. If you're constantly up and down from your computer, use a QR code extension to easily switch between mobile and desktop. Next one. Make an effort to thank those who have had a positive influence in your life. Chances are that they don't know how much you value them. Hell yeah. I love complimenting people, and it's awkward because there's never an appropriate time. Like, it's only when someone dies where you're really like, oh, they were such a great person, and it sucks, because we all want to feel appreciated, and compliments are fun, and make you feel good, but a lot of people just don't do it, especially since you might seem like a suck-up or something, but it's just like, ugh, I try to do it anyway, but there's definitely a technique of when you can, like, ease it in, otherwise you seem like a brown-noser, which means you got your nose up their butthole. When buying a home with a county appraisal less than purchase price, make sure to change the seller's agreement to not disclose the purchase price. Probably never going to be able to afford my own house, so... Anyway, before signaling a car to go before you walk, check that no one around you might walk in its way. Okay, I mean, they should be watching themselves because they're an adult. It's not that hard. Blah blah blah. If you can, don't ever use a debit card, only a credit card. I mean, let's see what they're... If you have a credit card, don't ever use your debit for anything other than withdrawing cash. Debit cards are connected to your money. With a credit card, it's the bank's money. Chipotle was recently hit by a malware that stole credit card and debit cards for 3 weeks, according to... Okay, so this is just that since it's the bank's money, the bank doesn't have to, or the bank will credit you for it because it's not you doing it. Whereas if it's the bank, it might screw you over more because they're like, oh, well, it was your money, haha, bye. Which they've done to me in a previous video, I forget which. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it depends what your money situation is. Credit cards are nice when you're poor, in a bad way, because it's borrowed money to get by, but you need to pay it down within a month, otherwise you're gonna get screwed over with all the interest because it all starts adding up, and sure enough, then you find yourself with like $6 grand of credit card debt on your one card. Oops. Ah, fuck. But, I mean, yeah, I think some people can dig that. Always research animal attractions before visiting them. Many attractions treat animals poorly, and some abuse them to train them. Yeah. A lot of people are shitty. Phone not letting you take a picture because battery is low? Snapchat will still let you. I don't know. Go on airplane mode, that way it's not using as much. Oh, yeah, life pro tip from SpookyPooch here. Hey! If you want to charge your phone faster, put it in airplane mode. It charges a lot faster. It also doesn't drain as much battery for the same reason that it's not trying to always have Wi-Fi, always have a connection. My stuff, my notifications and whatnot on my phone, it's all manual, but it still has that need to keep a connection. Even when I'm at home and the Wi-Fi is always there, it just does it. I put my phone in airplane mode when I sleep, that way it doesn't drain down to 10% for no reason. When I only got like, what was it, like 4 notifications. That's it. And it drained from 100. Kind of crappy. When buying tickets to a concert or a show, call or visit the box office directly to save on fees. In a Chinese restaurant, order a bunch of dishes to share with a bowl of rice each, not that you order individual dishes to eat for yourself. This got one comment, let's see. What? Yeah, what the fuck are they saying here? Order a bunch of dishes to share with a bowl of rice each, not that you order individual dishes. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't see why it has to be a Chinese restaurant, but I've known a group of friends where each person orders a different dish, and then we all share, just because we don't know if it's actually going to taste good, but we know we gotta pay all that money for it. Ugh, I hate when I have to go to these snobby rich places and it's like, oh, do you want 2 leaves on a dish? $20, bitch. Yeah, we'll keep going. Let's see. Having a high capacity for shame is a secret to success. The more comfortable you are with public failure, the more you will be able to put yourself in situations that will lead you to success. Did I read that right? The more comfortable you are with public failure, the more you will be able to put yourself... Okay, I guess I did read it right. Ooh. Oakley dokley. I like when these confuse me. Ugh. High capacity for shame. I don't know. I have a high capacity for shame in public. A lot of people think I'm special needs in public, which, life pro tip. When you're in, like, a grocery store or just any store and there's a lot of people just loitering, they're not really doing anything, they're just kind of wasting time, and they're wasting your time, because when I'm there, I actually do things. You just act like kind of borderline special needs because it makes them uncomfortable, and so they just kind of start moving away. Pretty quickly, usually, for me. And then sometimes I'll do it politely, where they're standing in front of, like, some cheeses, and I gotta get my mozzarella. So I just kind of go, oh, I'm just gonna get some mozzarella right here, and they kind of back up, and it's just... So there's 2 methods. 2 methods. Have fun. What are some tips for not boredom / stress eating? Well, I got an answer for you! There's some keto-friendly foods where it's not many carbs or calories and stuff like that. So they kind of just curb your need to eat. But yeah, my problem I gained like 30 pounds within the past 5 years just because my metabolism slowed down because my thyroid got fucked. So, I'm a little bit chunky, but like I said in another video, I lost 10 pounds already. Haha, that's pretty good. So, you just need to start with the self-discipline. You gotta recognize that it's boredom / stress cravings. Because I would eat because I was bored, I would eat because I was stressed and sad, and I'm always depressed, so, haha. And then, of course, if I put a movie on, it's like, gotta have a snack. And then, of course, actual dinners and lunches and stuff. And then just being like, oh, I love this food, so I should just have it now. So I had like every type of wrongful eating. So, yeah. You just gotta really recognize it. There's no like quick fix. You realize you want to eat, you got that urge, and you gotta go, am I actually hungry? No. Okay, so you just gotta busy yourself. We're at 25 minutes. Fuck. I don't fuck. If you're typing a word that you don't know how to spell and autocorrect offers the word, fully type it out so you learn how to properly spell it for next time. Yeah. Autocorrect or just spell check or anything. It's nice. It's a nice superpower to learn how to spell words. Make your resting bitch face a smile. Here's a life pro tip from me. You can actually look at someone's face and see if they're more of a smiler or a frowner by the corner tips of their lips. There is a very, very subtle curl. I'll put my lips on the screen. My thin, chapped lips. Anyway, you can see there is a subtle flick up because I do tend to smile a lot. It was not always this way. I mean, everybody has a resting bitch face. It's just the fact that lots of times I will perk my eyebrows up, and that heavily loses the bitch face frown, even though the frown is still there. So you can do that, but otherwise, if you just smile a lot, the muscles gradually over time will mold differently. So the corners of my lips flick up because I am a smiler, because I am just so jovial in my chronic depression, because you fake it so you make it. That's why I laugh a lot. Sad fact. That's why I like laugh after everything I say, because I find the humor in everything, and I've trained myself over a few years to do this. There it is again! Fuck damn! I can't stop it. I just fucking laugh at everything. Because years ago I heard that kids tend to not have depression because they laugh so much. So after I read that, I was like, oh, okay. I'm gonna make it like a pretty active effort to laugh at a lot of things. So that is what I do. Anyway, I'm gonna end it here because we're around 30 minutes, and I'm not sure how much my account allows me to upload. That's about it. Thank you. Bye.